Can
This guy,
you hear me?
the voice was too low. Right now we can get you. Yes, yes. Is it my volume or kindly indicate if you can hear me, Sky, please? Okay, okay. You can go. You can go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So can I go on?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So generally, we can all agree that Ganja is fit for to believe in country, believe in Christ. When they this idea of belief, to believe in something, all of us have to have something to believe in. So the idea of belief is not new in any of us, especially most Christians, for example. So when we came and didn't become a church, we said, what can we brand our name as? We said, okay, you know we believe, so at least we are branded believers. But on top of being believers, we want to achieve something at the end of the day. It's not enough to believe that one day you will be successful. It's not enough to believe that you are gifted and you have a talent. On top of believing, you need to achieve that belief. And the word that went perfectly well with belief is become. So we decided, okay, guys, it will be called believe. Somebody saying to the first.
Yes, Miss Kaya, they are saying they can't get you. They can't fully get you.
My mic is unmuted.
Yes, yes, it is muted, but the audio is coming in with a bit of noise so that the viewers cannot get you and fully understand the words that you are saying.
I'm not sure what the problem is.
Or maybe do you have headsets? We can try to use headsets. We try and see how it is going to work out.
Let's check for my headset.
We apologize to our viewers for this inconvenience. We are looking forward, but this will not stop us from learning from the experience of this great group, Believe and Become. Just hold on for some minute, bear with us. It is due to network that all this is happening, and you know that we're using devices that were not created by us. So we expect this sometime. So please, if you are looking forward to learning more, you can just kindly type in the chat box. I believe each and every person on this platform has a chat box. So please just kindly indicate that you are eagerly waiting to learn from the experience of this great group, Believe and Become. And if at all you are having any questions while our speaker will be speaking, please just kindly type them in the chat box in advance so that we move, because today we have combined our meeting with the book giveaway. We're having Mr. Francis on the platform. A month ago, he contributed 5 books, of which we'll be announcing the winners today.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you right now. Thank you very much.
Okay. You had asked me why believe and become.
Yes.
Yes, and I was saying, so many times we have heard people say stuff, especially just when most of us started listening to motivational speakers. They would always remind us to like believe, just believe, like believe that you're going to become great and you will become great. Believe that you're going to get good grades and you'll get good grades. But as a team, we thought it's not enough to just believe. You need to ultimately achieve what you're believing in. So the best word that went with believe was become. So on top of belief, you need to have the will to become what you believe. So we said these two things go together, belief and action. So become is like the action after the belief. So you believe and then you become.
Wow. Uh, wow. From the experience that I've experienced, the few days that I've been part of the WhatsApp group in Believe and Become, I see that there are no, I can call them extraordinary people. They are extraordinary people, great minds who have come together to showcase their talent, to showcase their businesses. How has it been? How has been the experience to bring great minds with great ambitions together? How has it been working with such people as a group? How has been the experience?
Okay, so the experience has been very humbling. You know, when you're just alone or you have a very small circle of friends, you tend to think that that's all there is to life. But then with Believe and Become, it's opened up our vision to more people with different abilities. So you just think about how the country has so much untapped talent. The country has so many people who are doing so many things, and like you wonder, like, where was I? How come I didn't know that there are all these people who can do all of these things? Because there you need artists, you need like people who can draw, people who can sing, people who are doing businesses, people who have written books. It is a very humbling experience altogether.
So was it when sharing the idea, you sat together as great people? How was it spotting them out? You know, maybe our viewers would like
So
to
I
know
just want
how
to,
was it. Maybe some of the people on the part of our viewers would like to set up something like this, and they're asking, how can I set up the idea to bring people on board? You know, how can I do to share that idea that I have to make sure that the people believe in the idea and come together to work towards one common goal?
so I just want to give maybe like a story of how Believe and Become started. It didn't just start like, oh, somebody just woke up and said, okay, guys, we are great people. Let's start doing great things. It wasn't like that. Believe and Become was actually born out of, maybe I can say, adversary. So the initial founder of Believe and Become is a young man called Mainza Machengu. So I hope you won't
Miss Kaya,
kill me for saying this.
Miss
Yeah.
Kaya, can you just, the audio is coming out bad? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can continue.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you right now.
Okay. So I was saying I want to just give like a background story of how Believe and Become started. So it started with Mainza Matengo. So, and I hope he won't kill me for sharing his story like this, but I will take liberty to do it. I think Mainza should have been in his third year at school when he went on part-time. He was at CBU, so he didn't clear some of his courses, so he couldn't go to the next year. He had to remain and repeat the same year. So it was in that moment when he was, feeling bleak, feeling sad, feeling like, how didn't I perform well? you know, his friends were progressing and he wasn't going forward with them, he started to think, what can I do? Because now he had extra time. It's like, what can I do to encourage somebody who is feeling the way I'm feeling, somebody who is lost for hope, but they're still intelligent, they're still an achiever. So what can I do? And that's how I started thinking about this concept, believe and become. He thought, you can do it, you can do it, you can believe. And if you act upon it, you can do whatever you want to do. Don't be held by the setbacks that have come your way. So he started contacting people. His initial idea was, okay, maybe we can have people who have made it, and then we can have talks or like shows that we can host every other day in the week right there in the university for people who want to achieve something. So he thought, okay, we need a host. Where can we get one? We need somebody to do the organizing, the logistics. So he started to think of people whom he thought could help him propagate his dream. And he contacted some of his friends. He told them, sold his pitch. And fast forward, a team was constituted and Believe and Become started just like that.
To those that want to start something like Believe and Become, we have heard how Believe and Become started. It started through adversaries and through which they were born. Believe and Become. Can you get me?
We can get you, sir.
All right. How can, if one wants to become part of Believe and Become, how can they join you? Is the platform only left for those people that are running a business, that are talented, or maybe anyone can join Believe and Become?
Okay, so Believe and Become is for everyone and anyone. Because the aim of Believe and Become, other than connecting with minds, because we believe that everybody has a great mind. In fact, we believe that your greatest treasure is this gold mine between your ears. That's the mind of it. But in between these two ears is the greatest gold mine. So everyone has a brain, meaning everybody can be great. So anyone can join this. Because one of our mottos at Believe and Become is to normalize success. So we want to get to a point where people don't think that success is for a certain group of people or a certain set of people, but that anybody can be successful. So we want to normalize success, normalize achieving the goals, and normalize becoming what you want to become. If anyone can Believe and Become, you don't have to be
the viewers have written in the chat that the sound is not that very good. The network is killing us today. The network is killing us today. What can we do? I think we're just going to own this network. What do you think? Entrepreneurs on board, let us think of partnering. Collaboration, we need collaboration to invest in our network. Mr. Mainza. Mr. Mainza, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
I think your network is much better. You can just come in to just talk out.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know how to come in just now.
Yes. So we're talking about is believe and become just part of those people that are talented, people that are running their own businesses. I've seen that most of the times people that are in believe and become, I see that they have something to showcase, they have something that they are doing. So maybe someone that is not yet doing anything at the moment, but they want to do something.
Mhm.
Can they be part of Believe and Become?
Oh, okay. Like Chalu was saying, it's not necessarily just for people that that have something to show to the public, because each one of us is at a different phase of life. Some are still getting inspiration by looking at the things that others are doing, and before they can get to a point where they can show whatever it is that they're doing, they'll have to first sit back and learn. So we can't say because you're not doing anything, you're not going to be part of Believe and Become. So Believe and Become is for everyone, provided they have this sense of belief that if they believe, they will become.
Mr. Mainza, so you can just kindly unmute yourself.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Can I start over?
No. You can go on. You said I just
Oh, okay.
muted you within a second.
Oh, okay, I see. All right. So I was saying, it's not necessarily for people that are talented and have things to show out there. It's for everyone, provided they have a purpose in life. Someone once said the purpose of life is a life of purpose. So somebody that has a zeal and this strong sense of purpose in life can be part of Believe and Become, because in as much as you can't necessarily show something out there, you have to at least show up that, okay, you're trying, you're doing something. So I hope that answers the question. It's not necessarily just for people that are showing up, not people that are have businesses or anything. Anyone who believes that they can be part of BNB.
Wow. To our viewers,
Yeah.
believe me, this is a great opportunity to interact with great minds, because honestly, from the interaction that I've had with Believe and Become, I'm learning a lot of stuff. And I'm telling you the truth. Take this opportunity to become part of Believe and Become, and your life will never remain the same. So another question that I would like to ask you: what do you see Believe and Become in the next 3 years, 5 years from now?
Okay, great stuff. Well, I would say you're going to be amazed where Believe and Become will be, because as Henry was trying to tell us in the initial meeting that we had, we're even scared of the success that lies ahead of Believe and Become. Believe and Become in the next even less than that 3 years you're giving us is a household name. You're stepping into your home, you're seeing something that will remind you that you need to believe and become your best self. You step into a store, you're able to just see something that will be able to remind you of your need to believe and become your best self. In other words, this is a brand that we want people to consume every other day, a brand that will add value to people on a day-to-day basis. So we're talking about events in different campuses. We're talking about events that will reach out to even the youngest of an individual in the family, because Believe and Become is for all ages, because we believe that every individual does have a part to play, does have something that can be interested in the programming of Believe and Become. And what gives me that sense of confidence are the people that we are networking with. If I would put it in your words, networking. Someone once put it that your network is your net worth. So when we look at the net worth of the people that are coming on board, the big individuals we're interacting with, we can get more than amazing assurance that Believe and Become is far bigger than we're actually seeing it right about now.
Wow. So what do you think is the importance of networking, like in your own words that you have put it, networking?
Networking brings efficiency to life. I don't know if you can allow me to just share a quick experience. You know, in as much as I'm an entrepreneur, I do realize my particular position as an individual, as Mainza. I know my background and all, and I know up to what stage I will have to sort of be, on someone's timetable, on someone's schedule. So I'm not entirely an entrepreneur who has let go of career. So in that pursuit, there's now and then a lookout for opportunities that will, put me in a better place. So this one time, I saw this advert on Gozambi Jobs, yeah. So I applied online, and I read a book by Daniel Kabani. He's a Zambian author who once put it, like in the context of the book, he said, if you want something done, you should make sure you talk to the boss. Don't talk to the receptionist. Don't talk to the secretary. Talk to the boss. So that idea really, consumed me to a point where, when I get excited by something and I want to get it done, I would want to actually meet the individual who is right behind that. So this job advert was by a certain, American university, which for some reason I won't mention. I decided I should go and meet the director HR for that particular university and market myself and pitch myself and make myself known to them to say, I'm fit for this position. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now, speaking of networking, I had a friend who used to work at that particular American university. And I thought to myself, if you want to get things done efficiently, most times it has to be an inside job. Not in a bad sense, but in a good sense. So I asked this individual to tell me the name of the director HR, which he did, both the director and assistant. So that when I reach the receptionist or the secretary, I have that authority by mention of name. And so fast forward, I was able to get into the office of the director HR and pitch myself with a well-bound, properly, organized CV of myself. I put it on the table, made those people know that I'm fit for this position and I wanted it. And amazingly, they were willing to employ me on the spot. Now, that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is that if I didn't network with an individual who had an awareness of what goes on in that particular university, I would not have penetrated into the office. By the way, they confessed that it was the first of its kind to have somebody, come into the office and speak to them, and they were fit for that position. So in my personal experience, networking is so important because it brings efficiency to life and it saves a lot of time, such that you're able to believe and become and get to your goals far quicker than you would otherwise have reached.
Now, thank you very much for that testimony. We really appreciate. And if we are learning, please kindly type in the chat box saying you are learning something. Networking, I've learned a lot. So if I want to get something done, I'm supposed to talk to the boss, right?
Exactly.
What a principle. So at this particular time, I'm going to allow just one question, because we have combined the meeting together with the book giveaway. We're having Mr. Francis on our platform. Mr. Francis donated a month ago 5 books that were supposed to give away to the contestant who were part of the meeting. So really appreciate. Mr. Francis is part of Believe and Become. I saw his name there. What is the problem with great people? Great people are always eager to learn. So if you are not eager to learn, please, believe you me, you are supposed to question yourself. So at this particular time, I'm just going to allow one more question from our viewers. Then we are going to end our meeting for today. We'll do it very quick for today, but next time we are going to make sure that we take some time.
Okay.
So while the viewers are preparing their questions, Dr. Arts, you can just kindly announce the winners of our books. So Mr. Mainza, I'm going to come back to you with one more question.
Sure.
So that you can just kindly share your contact where the people can find you and what you are working on right now as a group.
Okay, no problem. You might as well check on Chialu and see if we have luck on the network.
Ms. Chialu, are you in?
Yes, I am.
All right. We'll try and see one of you, maybe Mr. Mainza or Miss Kaya, you answer the question. But please, Dr. Arts, you can just kindly announce the names of our winners who are remaining with a few minutes to meet. Dr. Arts. Dr. Arts, kindly unmute yourself.
Sorry, I had some internet disconnection.
Yes, sir.
You can come again.
Yes, sir. Please kindly announce the winners of the book giveaway so that we try and save some time.
Sure. And allow me at this juncture to take this opportunity to announce the people. Can you get me?
Yes, we can get you, sir.
Yes, to announce the people that won and managed to win Making Your First 100,000 kwacha by Mr. Francis Mwamba. And the first book goes to Mr. Patrick Mwale. Yeah, he has won this book. He participated in the competition. The second one goes to Miss Natasha Mwansa. He really did an amazing job. And you know, when somebody is thirsty for something, they will do it till they get it. And we know that they're going somewhere. Then the third book goes to Mr. Elijah Mnete. Mr. Elijah Mnete. The third book goes to Mr. Elijah Mnete. The fourth book goes to Mr. Kennedy Chama. Mr. Kennedy Chama is in Morocco. So this book will be sent by one of the students that will be traveling to Morocco. Yes. So those are the people that managed to win the books. And at this point in time, I just love Mr. Francis Mwamba to just share something in less than a minute. Thank you very much, sir. To say something.
Oh, yes, good afternoon, team.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I don't even have much to say, and I'm just happy to be part of this team, and I've always been looking forward to the learning opportunities that you guys are providing, and I just want to encourage you to keep up and to continue the same way we are progressing. And I'm always happy to see the connectivity between people that are actually outside our community circles, because I think mostly the notion has been people that go outside, they don't even want to relate with what's at home here. And the way we are connecting with you guys who are in Russia and the people that are here in Zambia shows that we still love our communities here. And let's ensure that we keep pushing, even like Mr. Mainza was saying, even the young ones need to learn how to believe and become in whatever fields they've chosen to go into. So I'm very happy to be part of this meeting, and congratulations to those people that have gotten the privilege to get the book, and I'll be very much looking forward to getting feedback from them. Thank you.
So thank you very much to those that do not know Mr. Francis, those that never attended the meeting which we had. You can just kindly follow him on Facebook, Mr. Francis Mwamba, How to Make Your First 100,000, the book that is making waves in our country. And I'm telling you the truth, it is worth it of your time. So one book will remain as a souvenir because we want to stay connected with Mr. Francis. So at this particular time, Dr. Arts, you can read the questions in the chat box. Kindly take over and read the question so that Miss Kaya can answer the question within.
Unfortunately, I had the network breakdown, so some questions got erased.
Oh, all right. So I'll just allow our viewers to unmute themselves in 1 minute and ask a question from to Mr. Kaya. If you Miss Kaya, that you get your answer and we see how we can find.
Can I ask one?
Yes.
I wanted to find out if the answer has been given, maybe just alluding to it one more time. How important is networking to entrepreneurship? How do they come together, and how does networking benefit an entrepreneur? How important is it? Hello, has my question been heard or not?
Yes, it's.
Well, I
Okay.
guess it has. Oh, okay. I thought the spot to be given to me officially. I think for me, like I've tried to put it, networking brings efficiency. And you see, we are living in a very aggressive age where you want to do things in the most efficient way, you know. And so, if you have networked well enough, you will notice that you will not have to struggle so much to get certain things in place. As an entrepreneur, you need suppliers, and as an entrepreneur, you need, of course, customers. But then, if you want people to supply you, say maybe with certain merchandise that you're later going to process and add value to, and then eventually sell, you probably need a good network. So if you know as many suppliers as possible, it will be easy for you to just pick up your phone and call up that supplier and bargain for the most optimal price, and there you go. You supply your goods to your consumers at a very fast rate so that you're actually able to satisfy them in the most minimal time. But then if your networking is poor, you don't know where you can get what, then you find that you struggle. By comparison, you're going to take more time compared to the time that an individual who's well networked would take.
Maybe,
So for
maybe
me,
just
really efficiency.
follow up on that one. I like the way you brought
Yes.
out the answer. How, maybe just a few points. How can you get connected?
Yes,
Because
Mr. David,
most cases you find.
just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay.
So, just a minute prior to, I believe the meeting is ending very soon.
Oh, okay.
You can kindly, if at all you are in this meeting, please kindly contact Dr. Arts and me myself, so that we give you the how you can join Believe and Become group, and follow them on Facebook, so that even if the meeting ends, we have given a way on how you can find this group Believe and Become, and we can ask questions that are ever open to answer our questions. So you can continue, Mr. David.
Oh, thank you very much. Wait, can I continue asking? I think maybe you provided the way.